kids, I'm Mrs. Hiron. I heard that you are all back in school. Is that right? I bet most of you are excited to be back. I know I would be. So let me guess. First week back, you had to go through some classroom rules, right? Okay, well let's play a game and see how well you were listening to those classroom rules. Rule number 1, you have something to say in class. What should you do? That's right, you should raise your hand. Good one. Okay, let's try again. Rule number 2, you have to go to the bathroom. Who should you ask? That's right, your teacher. Okay, you're really good at this. You were really listening. One more. Rule number 3, you were outside playing at recess time and you hear the bell. What should you do? Line up outside. You got it. Boy, you're good at knowing your classroom rules. Well, I know some other people who had a lot of rules to follow, and that's the Jewish Pharisees. Did you know that the Jewish law had 613 rules to follow? Whoa, that's a lot of rules. This was considered the law of Moses, and all good Jews knew these laws as well as you know your classroom rules. Most Jewish children were taught to memorize the whole law of Moses before they were 10 years old. I don't know about you, but I think I'd have trouble memorizing some of that. I mean, come on, there has to be some rules that are a little more important than others, right? For example, leaving the classroom without permission, that's like really bad. But if you're talking in class and you forget to raise your hand, well, that's only a little bad, right? Well, that was the question that the Pharisees had for Jesus. Open your Bible with me. Let's look in the New Testament. The first book is called Matthew. And in chapter 22, we're going to start in verse 34. The Pharisees got together. One of them, an expert in the law, tested Jesus with this question. Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind. This is the greatest commandment. Whoa, wait a second. I thought there were 613 rules to follow. What is Jesus saying here? Well, Jesus actually wasn't saying something that was particularly new or radical at the time. He wasn't scrapping the old law and he wasn't adding to it. He was pointing out the simplicity that the Jews had missed. Jesus was actually quoting a part of their Shema prayer that the Jews would say every day as part of their routine. Trust me, these Jews knew the Shema prayer inside and out. They actually repeated that exact sentence that Jesus used every morning and every evening. The answer that these high-ranking Jews were looking for was right in front of them the whole time. Because to love God, to truly love God with everything you are and everything you have, leads to a life in relationship with Him. And a life lived in relationship with God is a life that will follow all the rules. If you've ever felt like knowing God is too hard, it's too complicated, or involves too much reading, you're not alone. Even the best religious teachers of Jesus' time struggled to follow all the rules and get it done right. But luckily, Jesus reminds us that following God isn't about memorizing a long list of rules. It's about loving God with everything you are and everything you have. And if you're not sure what this kind of love would look like in action, well, don't worry, God thought of that too. So He decided to provide a perfect example of what this kind of love looks like. God gave us everything He had. He gave us His perfect, flawless Son. And that perfect, flawless Son loves you so much that He gave everything He had to be in relationship with you. Now that's a whole lot of love. See you next time.